Hey guys, welcome to What's in the Box with Jen. Another exciting day on the show. We're going to be unboxing and installing dbrand's grip cases. Now I've used some of dbrand's products before, predominantly their skins on phones. However, I thought it would be cool to get a case for my AirPods. So I actually live in a household where we all have AirPods. So the reason why I got this case was so that I could identify which AirPods were mine without having to open it and put it up next to my phone, which I'm sure might be a problem for many people. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on what I think of this case, and if you think it's the right one for you, then feel free to go ahead and get it yourself. Okay, so first thoughts when I received this is the box is just exquisite. dbrand have really nailed their presentation, and honestly I feel like I could keep this box and reuse it. It just feels so nice in my hands, and it's got a really cool logo on the front. So this is the dbrand grip case. We're going to open her up, and inside you're getting a dbrand microfiber cloth. So I'm just going to pop that to the side for now. We're going to open this side up, and inside we've got the case, a couple of tools, and some skins. So I've actually got the AirPod Pros, and that's what we're going to be installing this case and skins on today. So we're going to pop this out. You also get a hand-held lanyard there. So if you wanted to use that, you could. I personally don't think I would use this, but it's always a good option for people who did want to use this. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that to the side. This is what the case itself looks like. So it comes in two sections, which will be your base and your top. So just from picking it up, it's got a little bit of a fine texture. It's almost slightly really rough, like fine sandpaper. So I guess that defines the definition of the grip case. It feels quite grippy in my hand. So on the top here, this section here is actually very smooth. However, this side here, along the base and along the back, that's where you feel that really fine sandpaper texture. It's not rough as such. I can't describe it. It actually feels quite nice in my hands. I like the texture personally. However, if you are the sort of person that likes smooth textures, this might not be the case for you. So that's just something for you to think about. But for me, I don't mind that texture at all. The side here, these shiny parts are quite smooth. It's only these sections here that are rough. So the top is also the same. It's just that one consistent rough texture with one smooth texture there. So inside the lid, you've actually got this adhesive tape, which is going to be for when you pop it on so that it doesn't come off when you're constantly opening and closing your AirPods. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the install now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the AirPods inside, and as you're placing them in, just ensure that your indicator light is lined up with that hole on the front there. So you can check that just by opening up, and that indicator light will come on. So we can see that. So that's perfect fit right there. In the case that you needed to remove your AirPods for whatever reason, they have included this tool in the box that looks just like this. And you just pop this on the base, and you're just going to pop your AirPods up. Now this is a really cool tool that they've thought about, because I'm sure a lot of people will actually open up their AirPods and try and pull it from the top, which might cause the lid to actually break off the AirPods. So I think that you need to be very careful when removing your AirPods from the case, and don't pull from the top. Use that tool that they've provided you with. Okay, so we're gonna pop that back in now, and we're just gonna pop that tool to the side. Not gonna lose it, leave it in there. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip off the adhesive. So I'm just taking that off there now, popping that to the side, and we're going to pop this on. So the way that it actually goes is the smooth section to the front to line up with the smooth section from the back, okay? So we're just going to press these on nice and firmly. I'm just going to hold that for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're just going to look at that as a whole before I open it up. So that looks absolutely so sleek. I'm really, really happy with my choice. It feels nice, it feels great, it looks great. I'm super happy with this. So now we're gonna open her up, and that's perfect. The lid is perfectly fit inside and it's nice and flush, the base and the top, so that you can't even tell the difference between where your AirPods start and the case start. It's beautiful flush design. Close that up. It would just be really interesting to see if I got, say, if for instance, these AirPods broke and I got a new pair of AirPods, if I removed this top cover, would the adhesive still stick on a new pair? Or is that something that I would have to maybe put my own adhesive in or get a brand new top cover? I'm not sure. That's definitely something that I'm gonna have to consider, but I'll just have to be really careful and not lose these ones. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to pop on the skins that I purchased with this case. All right, so the skin that I've gone with is actually a black camo skin, and I really like the feel of that design. So again, it's got that texture in it. It's not just a plain design, it's got that texture and you can actually hear it. So I think that that looks really cool. So the smooth surfaces are actually where your skin's gonna go. You can leave it blank like that if you like. However, we're gonna pop these on. Wow, that looks incredible. So now the front texture is still smoother than the sides. However, you can tell that it still has its own texture also. Cool. So in comparison to the dbrand case and uncased AirPods, it hasn't really added much bulk or mass to it. To be honest, it sort of feels the same. The only difference obviously is that texture on the outside of the case. So these feel quite smooth and slippery, as though they would slip out of my hands or slip out of my pocket or slip out of my purse. These feel like they're quite grippy. So I don't feel like they would slip out of my hands or slip out of my pocket or my purse or something like that. Just in terms of looking at it flush on the table, the case has definitely added some density, but holding it in your hand, you honestly could not tell the weight difference. So I'm not too sure how much weight it has added, but it definitely has added height. Maybe just a couple of millimeters, but not too much. It looks like you can still access the charging port with absolutely no dramas at all. There's quite a big gap there. So it'd just be interesting to see how much dust this case could either prevent from getting in or how much it retains. Just like with phone cases, how sometimes you take them off and then you find that there's some dust inside your phone case. So it'd be interesting to see after 3 months how much dust or dirt resides inside of this case. So that might be another video that I could do. So if you guys are interested in seeing a 3-month review of these cases, how protective they are, or how much dust they can prevent from getting inside, definitely leave a comment below and I'd be more than happy to do that in 3 months. Other than that, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel and share my links with your friends. And if you're interested in getting a dbrand case, then I would definitely recommend the group case. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.